Gameblamer is the place to be. Gameblamer is the place to be. Gameblamer is the place to be. Feel entertained.
Halli, hallo, hallöchen, Puppöchen. Tag 23 in Chernobylite. Und wir starten direkt los, würde ich sagen. Mal gucken, was uns dieser wundertolle Tag bringt. Koslov haben wir das letzte Mal ja richtig platt gemacht.
Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. He calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay. I'll check it out first chance I get.
Ja, dann gucken wir uns das mal an. Und wir sehen auch hier, die Chernobylite-Dinger, die sind alle zurückgegangen. Aber halt, immer mehr Suchscheinwerfer. Also wird nicht einfacher für uns. Wir müssen immer mehr Munition mitnehmen, würde ich mal behaupten. Wird nämlich immer enger.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Tja, den Black Stalker, den halten wir ja ganz schön zurück mit den Gerätschaften, die wir basteln. Der hat ja quasi gar keine Chance mehr, in irgendeinem Gebiet aufzutauchen, wo wir sind. Boah, das ist aber weit ab vom Schuss. Aber egal. Erst zum Fragezeichen.
I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Okay, wir halten die Augen offen. So, den Hinweis, den hatten wir ja schon mal, glaube ich. Ich dachte, da wäre was Rotes gewesen. Also nett sieht das hier überall nicht aus. Oh, 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 oh. Tja, dem kann ich jetzt auch nicht mehr helfen. Deswegen genau bin ich jetzt hier hingelaufen. Kann mir auch keiner sagen, ne? Naja, war ein kleiner Umweg. Haben wir gesehen, dass die NAR wieder einen Soldaten verloren hat. Aber was uns das jetzt genau bringen soll, weiß auch kein Mensch. Also Pilze werde ich schon noch ab und zu mitnehmen, wenn ich sie sehe. Aber ansonsten
Olga,
so Ressourcen
I
nicht.
think I found some of this, what did you call it, dust?
Stay vigilant. There could be lurkers nearby. Those things are never too far away.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
Don't shoot. I'm friendly.
Friendly my arse. Turn around and keep walking until you disappear.
Why so hostile? I helped you guys out, remember? I need to speak with Matvey.
Did you now? Olga's gone and Kostya's missing. Probably because of you. Some help.
Lass nicht locker.
Look, I need the white powder.
White powder, eh? And you're a cokehead too. We don't do drugs around here. We live healthy, clean lives.
Now, wait a minute.
Just kidding. I know what you mean. The answer's no.
Look, I really need this dust. Maybe we can work out some kind of arrangement.
No can do. There's too much going on right now. Kostya and Matvey are both gone. I don't give a toss about Kostya, but Matvey is a different story. At least we know what happened to our kin. Fucking NAR bastards.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Good idea. Make yourself scarce, friendo.
Did you hear that? Can you talk to this guy?
Talking to this halfwit is a waste of time.
Any suggestions?
Go to the cemetery. At least that's what we call it. Matvey used to visit there from time to time. Maybe you'll find him there. Or Kostya.
Okay. Friedhof. Hört sich strange an. Aber wir werden gleich wahrscheinlich sehen, warum das so heißt.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gets this awful.
Was sollte das jetzt?
Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Chernobylite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Koslov. Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used a photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
Ich verrate, wer er ist.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else. About my friends.
Friends? Sure. Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talked to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
Ui. Das war unerwartet. Richtig unerwartet. Vor allem auch, dass der einfach geht, ohne gegen uns zu kämpfen. Hätte ich jetzt auch nicht so erwartet. Ich bin verwirrt. So, hier haben wir jetzt alles, ne? Quest abgeschlossen. Dann reisen wir mal wieder nach Hause. Aber der war gar nicht davon beeindruckt, dass wir wissen, dass er Boris ist, ne? Hat den null beeindruckt. Der hat ein sehr selbstsicheres Auftreten. Das ist tatsächlich so.
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart. I trust you. But now, we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
Tja, also da widerspreche ich ihm auch nicht. Ich meine, dass da irgendwas, dass dagegen was getan werden muss, ist ja jetzt nicht erst seit heute dass wir das wissen, ne? Guck mal, wie wir die ganze Zeit... Ich kann schon die ganze Zeit immer die doppelte Ration geben. Ah, jetzt ist die eine grüne Kuppel... Da ist eine grüne Kuppel aufgetaucht. Mir fehlt noch immer ein Teammitglied. Na, irgendwas zu erzählen? Nein. Irgendwas zu erzählen? Nein. Und wir sind mit Olivier und Olga durch mit dem Training. Bei Michael haben wir noch Training, glaube ich. Ich überspringe mal die Geschichte, die er wieder zu erzählen hat, weil das gerade wieder nur Blödsinn ist. Ah, da, perfektes Sammeln.
Actually.
Nee. Gucken wir nochmal, ob unser Rattenkönig Freak noch was zum Trainieren hat. Da, Schutzraum. Alles, was du in deinem Schutzraum baust und herstellst, ist 10% billiger. Tarnung.
Fantastic.
Dann üben wir nochmal Tarnung. Irgendwo müssen wir ja unsere Fertigkeitenpunkte noch hinballern,
You know
ne?
what the mouse's biggest strength is? Not its teeth, not its size. It's the ability to become invisible. Or almost invisible. That is what I will teach you today, Mousy. The secret lies in camouflage and controlling your breathing. You can't literally become invisible, only I can do that. And the Rat King.
Nur ich kann das.
But you can make yourself almost indistinguishable from your surroundings. Always stay in the shadows. Use vegetation to conceal your movements. Wear earthy colors like dark green or brown. Control your breathing. Be like a shadow. Be exactly like a mousy. So, let's put this knowledge to the test. I'll be the Rat King, and you try to sneak up on me, Mousy. Ready when you are, Mousy.
Wow, war das schwierig. Wie immer.
You're a very gifted student, Mousy.
Eine echte Herausforderung.
I think you learned something today, Mousy. Hopefully it will be enough to keep you alive.
Bestimmt. Das war eine lebensverändernde
What's the matter, Mouse?
Erfahrung. So, machen wir noch hier die Effizienz.
Fantastic.
Dann haben wir unsere Punkte weg und sind mit Tarakan auch fertig mit dem Training. Dann bleibt nur noch was von
As you've
Michael.
already noticed, Mousy, resources are scarce in the zone.
Ja, aber jetzt labert der nur.
Mousy. Hurry it up. Well done. Oh, you're a difficult student in spite of all your PhDs, but I'll turn you into a survivalist Mousy yet.
Weil da, was soll ich mir da das Gelaber großartig anhören, wenn das nur um so einen Blödsinn geht? Ja, also das wäre... Trägt der Story nicht bei. Hilft uns nicht weiter. So, kurz wieder Ressourcen wegballern. Übertragen, übertragen, übertragen. So. Wir können jetzt nochmal gucken, ob wir nochmal... Ne, Chernobylite habe ich immer noch die 2 Fackeln, ne? Okay. Dann... ab ins Bettchen. Es sei denn, wir haben... Hä? Ich wollte gerade sagen. Oh, aber es reicht für die Simulation. Ja, dann machen wir das doch. Bereit, etwas mehr von der Story kennenzulernen? Selbst mein Trinken ist grün. Hier waren wir noch nicht.
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Ja, das stimmt wohl.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
Ja, das Verteidigungssystem des Chernobylite. Könnte man dann so sehen. Oh, die sind doch schon etwas tiefer in die Forschung reingegangen.
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
Interessant.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
Ist euch mal aufgefallen, dass sie manchmal Tanja und manchmal Tatjana heißt? Just saying. Hätte ja sein können.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. lost myself.
Sieht schon crazy aus.
We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
Ich befürchte ja, am Ende gab es Tatjana-Tanja gar nicht, sondern sie ist auch ein Gebilde, was mit dem multidimensionalen Chernobylite zusammenhängt und einfach uns was vorgespielt hat, damit wir für Chernobylite kämpfen, quasi als weiteren externen Abwehrmechanismus. Irgendwie so.
It's fascinating, Professor Semenov. Really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
Also ich glaube, wir werden auf jeden Fall beeinflusst von Chernobylite. Ganz, ganz doll.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation?
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed.
Immer diese großen Versprechungen an Konzerne oder von Konzernen.
You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a $sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God, so that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Tja. Schnell handeln ist ja jetzt gerade nicht so unsere Stärke gewesen, die ganze Zeit. Da wir ja so viel Zwischenzeugs machen. Ja, wir machen so viel zwischendurch. Dass wir so ein bisschen den Fokus verlieren. Tag 24. Der Tag, an dem wir Tatjana-Tanja retten werden. Man weiß es nicht. Wenn du dich bereit fühlst, zum Kraftwerk zurückzukehren, kannst du dies jederzeit tun. Die Tafel mit dem Plan ist neben dem Platz, wo du jeden Tag eine Mission findest. Ui! Können wir jetzt... Können wir jetzt den Überfall machen? Uns fehlt aber ein Teammitglied. Oh Mann, Leute. Wir versuchen's. Vielleicht ist das Ende. Spiel speichern. Überfall. Bam. Vielleicht ist das Ende dieses Let's Plays.
It's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Tatiana, nicht Tanja.
You're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were 2 of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the Chernobylite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. Do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no. I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
Ich nehme Olivier, weil der Michael, der ist mir ein bisschen zu impulsiv.
We still have one more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
Ne, dann nehmen wir Tarakan, weil bei ihm war ja auch was mit Computern. Auch wenn das noch ein C64er war, glaube ich.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance. Or at least create a diversion.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand. But I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Ja, natürlich nehmen wir da Olga.
A spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Ja, dann muss ich jetzt den Michael umbesetzen.
Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
Ja, bestätigen. Uns fehlt eigentlich ein Mann, aber wir schaffen das auch. Wir schaffen das auch zu füllen.
My love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass wir das auch so schaffen. Obwohl, ich hätte mir vielleicht mehr Munition einpacken sollen.
Today's the day, whatever happens.
Ach, wir haben keine Map.
Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort off?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy pass-through. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple-check everything is ready. How's my tech? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I can hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Ja, wir werden mich als Gefangenen ausgeben.
Showtime. This better work.
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
Das hat doch schon mal gut geklappt.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
So, hier muss unser Hacker ran.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on Pornhub premium content. Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Überlaste die Tore.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us.
Sehr gut. Boah, echt spannend. Muss ich echt sagen. Boah, Moment mal. Mal kurz zwischenspeichern.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Keep your hand down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Überbrücke die Tür elektronisch, töte den Scharfschützen, schmore das Schloss leise durch. Erstmal töten wir den Scharfschützen. Ja, töte den Scharfschützen.
Do it.
Bullseye!
Verdammt.
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Nee, die soll da bleiben. Ich schalte den Strom ab.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Wo ist denn unser Kollege hin? Rennt der so straight forward? Der ist einfach weg. Da ist er.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around ARC for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
Nee, sie soll die schon töten.
Alright, Olga.
Geht
Do
schon.
it.
Wir müssen ja auch nachher wieder
One
rauskommen.
shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
Ja, wir müssen ja nachher auch wieder raus und dann stehen sie uns nachher im Weg. Deswegen ist Erschießen da schon ganz okay.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I can put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great Ratcatcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
They're not soldiers. They won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Wir schleichen uns vorbei wie Geister in der Nacht. Ne, wir kommen unserem Ziel näher. Zeit für die letzte Etappe meiner Reise. Komm, den Technikexperten um Hilfe bitten.
I like your thinking.
Sounds good, Mercy. It shouldn't take long to hack the comms.
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
Pause ist Pause. Ah. Ach du Scheiße. Guck sich das einer an. Das sieht nicht sehr so aus, als wenn ich da gerne in dem Raum sein möchte.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
The main generator's in sight. If I sabotage it, you'll have a few moments before the backup comes online.
Wait, Igor, remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Sashko's explosives might come in handy now.
Tja, aber Sashko haben wir nicht. Nimm den alternativen
Your plan
Weg.
sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
Ob ich da direkt rein möchte? Aber schön, dass es mehrere Wege gibt, die man gehen kann. Je nachdem, was für ein Team man hat und wie man vorher gehandelt hat. Da ist er wieder einfach verschwunden. Da haben wir wieder unsere Freunde. Die Schatten.
Oh, hello, Igor. I've been expecting you.
Semenov? You said you didn't want any part of this. Explain yourself.
You are remarkable, my boy. Yes, ask your questions, please. I have to say, you earned that right through your hard work and persistence.
Tanya, where is she?
You've always known where she is. She's here. Alas, that is the wrong question.
What do you mean?
You should be asking, what is she?
If you hurt her in any way...
Stop, please. Stop playing the role of a naive, lovesick puppy dog. After everything you've seen, everything you've learned, you embarrass yourself with your petty personal concerns. I'll spell it out for you. If you haven't the stomach to see it for yourself, Tatiana is a crucial part of our Chernobylite experiment. She always has been. There were other candidates, but fate decided for us. It was always going to be her. We're going to use Tatiana to create a stable wormhole to the Chernobylite world. She will travel there and help us reach its source. With her help, I will usher in a new era of human civilization.
This is madness. I should have killed you the first time I saw you.
My God, is this display of moral outrage supposed to impress me? You must put your maudlin sentiments aside, Igor. The world cares nothing for such things. The only real force in this life is change and growth. Evolution, exploration, the act of discovery. Everything else is a substitute, an excuse meant to justify a meaningless, pathetic existence. Not for me, my boy. And you. You are my biggest regret. Did you know that? I made a mistake letting you go. It was supposed to be special, so very fucking special. That brain, those talents, all that glorious potential has been wasted on empty, sentimental pursuits. I failed you, yes. Please don't argue with me, and for that I sincerely apologize.
I'm going to save Tatiana. Stay out of my way and I won't kill you. For now.
Unfortunately, no. I cannot allow you to meddle in my affairs anymore. Goodbye, my boy.
Blödes Arschloch.
What's wrong with you, Igor? How foolish can you be? How did you not see this coming? Your companion's fate has been sealed in this timeline. The least you can do is consider what led to this.
Olivier! No! Olivier! Damn it!
Or will pay dearly for that.
Olivier! We have to help him!
It's beyond helping, Igor. We need to keep going.
Wo ist Olivier? Da. Olivier ist tot. Ja, und jetzt?
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn! Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
I've got an idea, Igor. I know a way to turn this around. There's still some charges left. I can sneak past the soldiers and detonate them in gasoline tank. Trust me, I'm not in that much of a hurry to die, but I don't see any other choice.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
Sprenge den Gastank.
Do it.
I'm going, Igor. Don't forget me. At least not for a while.
What was that? It came from outside! Move! All units, evacuate the power plant! Let's go! Go, go, go!
Obwohl, ich hätte mich auch durchkämpfen können. Ich wusste nicht, dass sie sich selber damit auch noch umbringt.
God damn you, Igor. You and your suicide mission. I'm bleeding like a slaughtered pig.
Olga! What's going on? Talk to me!
All I see is blood. Oh, shit. I think I'm dying.
Hold on, Olga. Tatiana. Don't give up. Finally.
Ready for what? Just finish the mission.
My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be
Olga,
you.
can you hear me? You know it in your heart, my love.
No!
I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together. Finally, release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help. Die. Igor.
I don't understand. Oh, fuck.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
Well, what do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Ich verstehe es beim besten Willen nicht. Und vor allem, warum sagt er mal Tatjana, mal Tanja? Die müssen sich mal entscheiden. Und irgendwie mein Junge? Bin ich gar nicht ihr Mann oder Freund, sondern der Sohn? Wo habe ich denn? Auf 3. Und da bin ich mal gespannt.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Ja, das Offensichtliche. Ja.
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
Ja, Boris. Verrate, dass du seinen Namen kennst. Vermute, dass ihr ein und dieselbe Person seid. Das habe ich doch ganz am Anfang das gesagt. Aber ich sag ihm, dass ich seinen Namen kenne.
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night. April 26, 1986.
Ich bin so gut. Ich wusste es.
Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
Ich wusste es.
You took his. Why?
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your
Wir sind der Sohn.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone. Sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobylite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
Chernobylite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way. I wish there was another way. You're not strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am. I wish there was another way.
Ah, wo ist er denn? Da oben.
Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. Did you have to come here and complicate things?
Ich müsste mich mal irgendwie heilen. So, nein. Dafür habe ich keine Munition mehr. Wo bist du? Reload! Jung! Komm, der ist tot. Bevor ich mich jetzt hier irgendwie bewege, möchte ich erstmal mich heilen. Ich kann ihn nicht abschießen. Ja, und jetzt? Ich kann nichts machen.
I'll need a force field to defeat you.
Olivier? Moment, bevor ich darauf eingehe, muss ich mich erstmal weiter selber heilen. Sicher ist sicher. Man weiß nicht, was noch kommt. Vielleicht kommt nichts mehr. Aber da will ich mich nicht drauf verlassen. Olivier, was ist los?
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Okay. Dann machen wir uns noch eben komplett fit. Tja. Wir werden mit der AK durchziehen müssen. Weil hierfür haben wir keine Munition mehr. Nee. Und wir haben kaum noch Munition dafür. 28 Schuss. Den Revolver habe ich auf 7. Okay.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now.
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please. There's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
Ich zerstöre das
It's time to
Portal.
end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell.
Wo geht's denn hier raus? Wo kommt man hier raus? Hier.
Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tarakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. Olga's last thoughts were with her mother and those Samoshels. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga will always be in the hearts of all the Samoshils whose lives she touched. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses almost got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. Meeting his former student Igor saved Semenov's life, although he could never have predicted it. Confronted with mortal danger, he realized he could no longer allow his demons to determine his fate. He left the zone, hoping there was still time for him to find peace. Without Semenov's brilliance, NAR eventually dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery.
Tja, ich finde, das ist ein sehr, sehr... Also ich meine, gut, wir haben alle Fragen wurden beantwortet. Und ich hatte eigentlich von Anfang an recht, dass ich der bin, nur ich hatte vermutet, dass ich der Black Stalker, also ein zukünftiger Igor bin. Nicht mein Klon, also der Sohn und Igor. Aber trotzdem sehr unbefriedigendes Ende, finde ich. Nichtsdestotrotz war das Spiel richtig gut. Hat Spaß gemacht durchzuspielen und es hat auch Spaß gemacht, dieses Let's Play aufzunehmen. Würde mich freuen, wenn ihr das vielleicht weiterempfehlt, wenn es euch gefallen hat, das in die Kommentare schreibt und den Daumen nach oben nicht vergesst und den Abonnierknopf natürlich nicht. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns in einem anderen Spiel wieder und nicht mehr in Tschernobyl. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer Gameblamer. Ciao.
Das war's mal wieder mit dem Video. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, dann vergesst nicht, dass man mich abonnieren und liken kann. Außerdem könnt ihr mir folgen auf Facebook, Twitter und Instagram. Und das ist alles kostenlos.